Hello, this is Miles Catlett, and I want to talk to you about types and values in our JavaScript lesson 3. So let's start with different kinds of values. You can imagine what some of those are, like a number. Oops. You can also have a string. We can have undefined. Null. We can also have an object. There's actually a lot of different kinds of objects. We can also have a Boolean value. And that would be true or false. We could use the type of operator to see what type of value we have. So let's try the first one we have here. And see what happens. That's a number. Now if we go to the string, oops. Console logging the wrong thing. Here, let's try that again. A number. A string. Undefined. Let's see what null is. An object. What about the Boolean value? Boolean. And then, of course, an object. Now, pretty much everything other than a number, a string, undefined, and Boolean are going to end up being objects. And we can also test this by creating, for example, an array. And see that that's an object. We can create a date. We'll see that that's also an object. Oops, yeah. So there's a lot of things we can do and show that they are indeed objects. So we can look at strings and numbers particularly, because we're going to use those often. Let's take a number and a string and add them together and see what happens. All right, so we had the number first and the string, and we got 5 something. So this is called concatenation. So we're taking the 5 and then tacking it on to the something. Now if we have 2 numbers, you can guess what's going to happen. We're going to get a sum. And we can do all kinds of different operations with these, of course. Using the different signs. We can multiply, divide, all that good stuff. We can also create different types of numbers. For example, an integer. So let's take a string and turn it into an integer. We're going to use parse int to do that. And that gives us a 5. So if we take another number equals 4 and we add them together, we should get a sum instead of concatenating. And we do. So parse int turned it into a number. Now sometimes we have numbers with decimal places, and we can use parse float to convert that into a float. And there's a lot of other values we can use, like, or functions we can use, not values, functions. So for example, we can use math functions and we can round the number. We can use floor to give us the same value, and ceiling, which should round up, and it does. And then we can use max, min, we can create random numbers, we can generate pi, a square root, logarithm, lots of stuff we can do with numbers. And there's a lot of other math functions that we can use, and number functions. So this is something that you can look up easily online and find. But you've seen how we can use those in inside of a script. So this is lesson 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.